Hey, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Welcome to your February 2025 astrological forecast. So, two planets turn direct, thankfully, this month. Okay, Jupiter turns direct on the 4th in Gemini, and on the 23rd, Mars in Cancer turns direct. Okay, the month starts off, of course, with the Sun in Aquarius up until the 18th when it moves into Pisces. Also, though, on the 4th, Venus moves into Aries and is there the whole month. Okay, leaving Pisces. First 3 days, it's still in Pisces. On the 12th, there's a full moon in Leo. On the 14th, Mercury enters Pisces. Okay, and then again on the 18th, the Sun enters Pisces. And on the 27th, there's a new moon in Pisces. Okay. So, a special shout out and thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for commenting and sharing and liking my videos. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check out the links below in the description box. There is one to my website, but it is easier to just email me at the address below to ask me whatever it is you would like to know. Okay, and also don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. Now for your forecast. Hi, Capricorn. So, this is kind of good news for you, okay? Mars is still in your opposite sign of Cancer in your 7th house. So you do still have people coming at you kind of aggressively, kind of pushy within your close relationships. This is business, romantic, or friendship. Your 7th house also open enemies and competition. Okay, so Mars has been going back and forth between Leo and Cancer, back and forth between your 8th and 7th house. When it's in Leo, it's in your 8th house, so you could have been kind of maybe arguing with people about money or property, who owns what, who owes what, blah, 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 you know. Someone may even have something of yours that they've borrowed and you keep trying to get it back, you know, whatever. Anyway, so the good news is Mars in Cancer turns direct on the 23rd and will continue moving forward, and it will go into Leo and just like go normally, like normally direct. Okay, so it won't be going back and forth, and it won't be in your 7th house for a while again. So yeah, you know, think back to, I forget what video it was, when Mars first moved into Cancer. And I did tell you what that's like. So you could still be, you know, dealing with somebody that's a bit aggressive and trying to get you to do what they want you to do. Could even be like, even if it's romance, could be trying to get you to commit, you know, to whatever. Anyways, so Venus is in Aries from the 4th on, and your 4th house. That's where you have the sign of Aries. 4th house is your home and family, your personal life, where you physically live, your past, your childhood, the foundation of how you were raised. Having Venus here usually means, you know, a nice rapport with anyone that you live with, especially family. And it also makes you feel like you know, this is like prior to when the Sun and other planets move into Aries. It gives you this feeling of wanting to beautify your home in some way or other, but you're not doing big do-it-yourself kind of makeovers or anything. You're doing things like, you know, buying throw pillows or tea towels or whatever, you know, something to beautify the place, but not necessarily really big stuff just yet. Okay, and there could be like maybe more contact with family, you know. They could be dropping in at your place a little bit more often than anything. And if you are involved with someone romantically at this time, most of your time spent together will be in a home setting, either your place or their place. Okay, so the Sun does start off in Aquarius in your 2nd house of earned income and possessions. And Mercury's here up until the 14th. The sun is here up until the 18th, and Pluto is already here and will be here for like the next 20 years. Okay, so, you know, Pluto in your sign, you should have noticed some kind of change, you know, to your personality. It has transformed in some way or other for all that time that Pluto was in your sign. So now it's in your house of earned income and possessions and actually hidden talents, many, many things. It's your house of self-worth and also uh, your 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 morals, more or less. Okay, but you know, this is when new things about you start to come out. Okay, because at the same time, Jupiter is in Gemini, in your sixth house of the kind of work that you do. Okay, the workplace, your co-workers, your house of health, and your house of service to others. And it turns direct after being retrograde for a while. Okay, it turns direct on the 4th. And these are both air signs, Aquarius and Gemini, and they trine one another, which is a really nice aspect. So having Jupiter in your sixth house sometimes just brings a new person into the workforce that is really valuable to you. They're easy to get along with. They make your work go smoothly, and you even may become friends with them, and like friends for life, you know. Something like that, but it also expands your work, you know. So if you are doing anything creative, or if there is something that you used to do, let's say even when you were a teenager that was just a hobby, it might be something that not a lot of people do, because we have Aquarius on the second house here as far as earning income, and we have Uranus and Taurus in the fifth house right now. With creativity, both of these are like, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius and whatever. The thing is it could be something a little different. You could be like a tarot reader, or into astrology. You could be an astrologer, or learning it, or some kind of science, but it's considered a pseudoscience. Anything. You could be learning something that's a little bit different, okay? But you may have already had an interest in this, again, like when you were a teenager. So now you're just reviving it, kind of. And this is something that you may even actually be able to earn a living doing, okay? That's the objective, kind of, with Jupiter in your sixth house, is working for yourself, or doing something that you love, you know, working at doing something you love and earning money from it. And with the Sun and Mercury in your second house right now in Aquarius, it looks like, you know, that's what you're doing. You could be, you know, if you're self-employed and you have clients, you could be receiving more orders or whatever it is that you do at this time. It's, you know, your money could be increasing in some way or other, or actually money that you were waiting on could be coming in at this time also. And I do have to mention there's a full moon in Leo on the 12th in your 8th house. That's where you have the sign of Leo, and it's directly across from your second house. These are both the money houses, okay? And the 8th house is other people's money and resources. It's also shared property and shared accounts, like bank accounts, credit cards. So it's jointly held money that you may own or whatever with someone else. So I don't see, there's nothing really that all that like fantastic about this full moon that would bring some kind of drama. I don't think, anyways. Full moons exist to bring problems to the surface so they can be dealt with and done away with. So you may have to, you know, 8th house is financial institutions, like the IRS. Here in America, we have tax season right now, and people are receiving their refunds. This is passive money, the house of passive money, through means other than earning it, such as an insurance payout, legal settlement, refund. even prize money, possibly. Um, many, many things. So this full moon kind of helps to bring that about. If you haven't received money that is due you, you'll, more or less demand it. You'll be in touch with whomever it is that could get that to you. Okay. Also, though, if you do own property or whatever with someone else, this might be the time that you guys decide it might be a good idea to split some things up. You each own your own stuff. You could still own stuff together, but you also want your own accounts. Okay. So on the 14th, Mercury moves into Pisces. On the 18th, the Sun moves into Pisces, and there's a new moon in Pisces on the 27th. So, where you have Pisces is your third house. Saturn and Neptune are already here. Third house is your everyday life, your neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings, your cousins, anyone that you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day or any place that you would go. This is local travel and also all forms of communication, including regular postal mail. So you may have had to deal with, I don't know, the neighbor from hell for a long time. Saturn and Neptune will be leaving, I think in April for just like a few months. They're moving into Aries. They will move back into Pisces to finish out their transit, and then next year they move into Aries. Okay, so you won't have to deal with this stuff again, but having like these two planets together brings deception. Saturn and Neptune together. Something happening within your neighborhood or your neighbors, or even it's cousins and siblings. So there could be something going on there, or something regarding your mail, even regular postal mail. Maybe you're not always getting it. But this new moon here will bring some kind of new beginning within your everyday life, in your neighborhood, with a neighbor possibly that is like a pain in the ass. Something or other, maybe they're moving, maybe they're no longer a problem, or, a problem has been taken care of. This could also be just like constant construction going on in your neighborhood, and you're having to take detours all the time, whatever. And just problems, getting around maybe with a vehicle, or even bus service or some kind of public transportation that is like really unreliable, something or other. Okay, so I think a lot of that is starting to come to an end. This new moon could bring, some kind of relief or whatever in this area. You could even get some kind of good news. And it could come through the regular postal mail. Okay? And that's about it. So, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign. And the moon is in Capricorn on the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Cancer, and those dates are the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 4th, 5th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for money is the 10th, 11th, 12th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for your career is the 15th, 16th, and 17th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 13th, 14th, 15th, 27th, and 28th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for February. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya!